Hi guys, welcome to another vloggy vlog. Happy New Year. I feel like I have tried to make this video several times, but like the things that just keep happening is just crazy. Anyway, it's so surreal to me that it's 2025. It feels like, the disease that cannot be named was just the other day. I feel like my graduation was just the other day, and like in like a couple of years it's going to be like a decade since like my university graduation, and that's just so mind-blowing to me. How did we get here? How is it 2025? It's so crazy. Anyway, I just want to give you guys a little disclaimer. I am outside, so you're probably going to be hearing like traffic, the dogs. Exactly. The dogs are, doing what they're doing. The bees are buzzing, and the wind is winding. I don't have like my microphone here, but I keep giving myself different excuses as to why I shouldn't make this video. Like this morning, like my contact, just like one eye literally disappeared, and I was just like, well, why is this happening? But I was like, no, I can't give myself another reason not to show up for you guys and for myself. It's not even just about you guys, showing up for myself. And yeah, it's funny because its video is starting in such a chaotic way, even though the title of the series was initially supposed to be A Simple Life Diaries. But the truth is, I think that was what was kind of limiting me from actually starting this video, because my life isn't simple, it's complex. So much has happened in the past 5 years. It's like every year there's something new, there's a new hurdle, am I saying that right? Anyway, there's like a new hurdle to climb, there's like a new challenge that we need to like face and overcome, and it's just not simple. So as much as I might not live a chaotic life, I don't think I do have a simple life, and I think that's okay. And that's what has brought me to the new title of this series, because yes, there has been a lot of like changes and happening, and as much as I might not be able to control all that's happening around me, I can choose to live an intentional, mindful, calm, and a gentle life. And that's what brings us to this series today, which is called Gentle Life series. Because I think that is like a constant thing in my life. Recently, as much as like all that's happening is happening, I try to tell myself that I can be more gentle with myself, and that's really the life I want to live, a more gentle life. I don't know if I see a lot of this like out there. I don't know if anyone is doing this, but this is what I've decided to do and call this series and bring you guys along on a little adventure. As you always know, I have my little write-ups here because usually the ideas come to me in the middle of the night and I can't film because there's no light. So I end up like recording like the voice notes and transcribing them into text, and just trying to follow it as I take you on this journey. I'm rambling, let's just get into it. Sorry in case like my camera seems a little like different, the angle. I had to, my dogs were kind of going at it, and I had to kind of stop that whole situation because they were making so much noise. Anyway, I am starting over at 30. Yeah, that's what's happening. My birthday is in a few months, and I was like, you know what, this is a good time to start over. Actually, I didn't say, life. Sometimes you just know. And that's the good thing about starting over, is like, I want to encourage you that if at any point in time you feel like you need to hit reset, just do it. Just do it. If you feel it in your core that you need a quick reset, you can do it. Like who writes the rules of life, or who writes the rules of life anyways? Some tips I can give, like when you want to like start over and like your mindset is not in the right place, is one, you need to kind of accept that this is what it is. Sorry, like I said, road traffic. You need to accept that this is what it is, and that's something I had to do, because as much as I had all these plans for the year, how I like wanted to do XYZ with my business, I even wanted to start a new job, X blah blah, but then like health and life, and quite literally I feel like God was just telling me like, relax, take a moment, focus on this healing process right now. Like I said, I had an accident a couple of years back within this same 5 year period that has caused like some trauma in my leg, and I didn't heal it properly the first time because like I was still on the go and the grind, but I had to take a moment. And now 5 years, few years later, 4 years later, I have to now still revisit that trauma and like fix it for me to even be able to walk. Literally learning how to walk doesn't get any more starting over like from that. This is really taking me back to like my adolescence. Anyway, so one, we've spoken about it, like accepting what it is, like accepting the reality of everything that has happened, whether it's like your job, that the job that you didn't get, like the path that you decided to go on, the course you studied but you didn't really want to study, whatever it is that has happened, the loss that you faced, accept that this has happened and this is where you're at and this is where you're going to go forward from. Secondly, if you really want to start over, you have to have that childlike self belief that really you can do anything. I feel like as children, we have almost no limitations. We feel like we can literally do everything and anything, and we have the power to do it all and the imagination to do it all. And I think that is really important for us to have that like childlike self belief, like casting out all that fear. I'm currently reading this book, The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. I hope I'm saying that right. And there's this part that says, isolate your fear, pin it down, determine exactly what you're afraid of. And then, secondly, take action. There is some kind of action for any kind of fear. This two-step procedure is what will cure your fear and win back your confidence. So, one, isolate your fear. Because the truth is, sometimes we're afraid and we don't even know what exactly we're afraid of. We're just afraid of so many things that could possibly happen. Like, oh, if I start this YouTube channel, like I might fail. Okay, that's fine. But really, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of failing, or are you afraid of the fact that you might get like that, like cringe from everyone that, oh my gosh, she's starting something new, she's putting her whole life out there, or he's starting something new, whatever. So isolate that fear, determine exactly what it is that you're afraid of, because really once you really think about it, why do I care about what people think? Like, what does that even matter? Really, what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is that you fail. And I feel like I'm a big believer in failing forward. It's better to fail early and learn all the ways not to do something and try again. These birds are like doing the most right now. I hope you guys can hear me over all this bird chirping and all these leaves falling and all that action. So another thing that I think, if you're really trying to start over, for you to try to do is reparent yourself. Because I feel like when we're growing up, we grow up with a lot of like we take on a lot of identities, we take on a lot of belief systems that we're not even entirely like sure what these things are or what we believe in or all those type of things. But really, for your own, as an adult, you have a certain level of self-awareness now. So really just calm down, zoom in on those things and think to yourself, what are those things that I actually like? What are my interests? What are things I'm curious about? And just kind of zooming in on that, like following that and seeing where it takes you. And like even things that we're kind of like say negative traits we picked up. Like for example, you're someone that's very defensive. Why are you defensive? Maybe like as you were growing up, every time that something was brought up, it was handled with like a lot of like defense, and now you're just a defensive person. Like just really just work on that. So the other day a friend reached out to me and she was going on and on about how like she's been trying to reach out to me and I haven't been responding. Basically, she's been liking stuff on my channel and I haven't been responding to the likes. And I would naturally be defensive because I was like, oh, you just like stuff. If you comment, I always respond. But then I talked to myself that, you know what, this may not even be about me. This may be about whatever it is her situation is. And I think that kind of mindset and thinking had to do with like me consciously working on that and reparenting like my brain and the way I reason and the way I address conflict. So yeah, take some time to do all that groundwork because it will help you on this, will I say, starting over journey, in case it's something that you're interested in doing. Finally, on this starting over journey, I want you to realize that, most times we are hard on ourselves. We're harder on ourselves than anyone else. If you notice that when someone is kind of being in a dark place, you're usually the one that goes and be like, don't worry, you can handle it, you can do it, XYZ. But you don't give yourself that same level of grace, and I really want to do that for myself this year and just be more gentle with myself. And I'm advising you to just be more gentle with yourself. Like, the truth is, life is happening so fast. It's like a new invention every day. AI is doing like the most, and sometimes it's hard to keep up, and it's okay to just be a little gentle with yourself as you try to catch up with like the things going on in the world right now. Anywho, segue. So some of the things that I am super excited about this new journey I am on. Actually, is it a new journey or it's just like a new chapter in like the ever continuous journey of life? I think it's just a new chapter. But anyway, some things I'm very excited about. I am going to take myself back to school again. Yep, it's homeschool, but it's still school. Take myself back to school. I've always been curious about like art school and like how that whole situation would have been. And this year, I'm kind of self-enrolling myself through AI into art school. And if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. I would probably like share my curriculum and all of that Another thing that I am very interested in doing this year is losing a little weight. I know that I may not look like huge or anything, but I do want to lose a little weight because I feel like it will also help with my healing journey and all of that. Something that I have been trying to do is just generally take my fitness and like health more seriously, because I think, yes, just because I'm not like sick all the time or something doesn't mean that I shouldn't take my health more seriously. So that's like my own way of kind of being gentle with myself, is like taking care of myself. Another thing I really want to do is to have a product launch. In a way, it's kind of like relaunching my business in my head, but really it's just a product launch. But I think it's like giving my whole business a little bitty, an itty bitty facelift, an itty bitty facelift, introducing something new and something very exciting. I hope you guys really like stay around to see the new product I have come up with. I feel like a lot of self-awareness and just being present and really taking life, what I say, and really seeing life in a wholesome way has made me come about this product. It has to do with not necessarily anti-aging, more for like aging gracefully, because I don't want like beauty stuff that is about like, oh, reversing the aging process. No, aging is okay. I just want us to kind of enhance and love it and enjoy the experience of it through this product that I have created. So yeah, looking forward to that. Another thing that I'm going to be doing this year is starting this new diary series that we are on right now, called the Living Gently Diaries or Gentle Living Diaries. Please comment below which one you think sounds nice, like Living Gentle Diaries or Gently Living Diaries. So yeah, that's another thing I'm super excited about. And yeah, that's about it. I'm happy I finally recorded this video. I know it's like a small but like yay victory moment for me, because like I said, the odds were against me. Like when my contact disappeared this morning, I started having this rash, and then there's the whole light situation. I realized I didn't have my microphone and even the stand. My phone is literally on a stool right now, but we're making it work. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, please feel free to like, subscribe, and join the diaries. See you next time on the next one. Bye.